Hello my friends, welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel I like to give tips and tricks on losing weight on keto and also share my weight loss journey. It's Sunday, September 1st, 2019, and it's weigh-in day. Welcome back everyone, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how you can lose weight on a ketogenic way of eating. This week has been a little bit insane, I have to say. I told you guys last week that this was going to be a difficult week for me, and it really was. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I was involved in a youth activity simulation kind of event where I basically put my body through the ringer. I spent a lot of time in the sun, a lot of time outdoors, a lot of time running, yelling, talking, speaking in a British accent.
So happy that Yellow Kingdom has been rich enough for us and shall complete our task. They look lovely.
Acting very haughty. I was playing a queen who was very disappointed in the people that she was working with.
I've been yelling at everyone because no one is doing what they're supposed to do, and I am melting and my crown is falling off my head. I don't think I can take... Welcome. I don't know how I feel about inviting you into my palace. I am melting in the sun. I have been waiting for 3 hours for you to attend, and no one comes.
So, while it was a lot of fun, it was also really stressful and a lot of physical and emotional work. Not to mention sweating to death and crying a lot and all kinds of emotions, that kind of thing.
I got four from behind. Did you see that? They didn't even see me coming. I was right behind him. Evil.
Last year, I'm not sure how much water weight I gained last year. I think it was a good amount. I remember the year before, though, that I put on so much water that my knees swelled up. It was really bad. I had to ice my knees during the event. Like, I couldn't even do it later. I think I put on 13 pounds of water weight that first time I was keeping track. I should have probably checked to see how much I put on last year, but I did put on 16 pounds last year, but I only did the first day of the event. Now remember, I was in Alabama for the other 2 days, and that's when I put on a lot of that weight. So this year my knee is kind of sore, my hip is sore. I actually threw out a rib during the battle. I was beating on those teenagers so hard with the swords, the foam swords, and then I would go behind them, I would sneak behind them, and I would attack them from the back. So I was using this big swinging motion, and with all my might. And of course, then they'd figure out what I was doing and spin around and either sweep the leg or hit me in the chest. And me being an overreactor, I guess I just kind of fell down, and it was like my gut reaction to just chuck myself onto the ground. So I did that a few times, and my rib has felt like it's out. I actually had the chiropractor come over this afternoon, which is why I'm recording this video a little bit late, to try and reset it. I think that everything's kind of getting back to normal. Every muscle in my body is sore. I am swollen all over. My feet are swollen, my hands are swollen. So, this should be one of my weeks where I drop water weight, and of course, I knew this morning when I woke up that it was not going to be the case, and I also was expecting that. I did do pretty well with my eating. I only ate twice a day, and I brought my food with me. I didn't eat any carbs or random snacks or eat a lot in between meals. I ate a little bit more fat than usual, and I did that on purpose because I knew I was going to be really physically exerting myself, and I just really didn't want to feel sapped of energy. I wanted to make sure I had plenty of energy to go on for the 3 days of this event. So I went ahead and made sure that I had plenty of a little bit higher fat than normal. And I did make chaffles. Be proud, those of you who wanted me to try them. And I'm still kind of iffy on if I love them. I know Gloria S. sent me a note. She said, I know you're not going to stick with these chaffles. I know you're just going to go back to your same old thing. And I probably will, because it takes way less time. The chaffles take a freaking crap ton of time. They take too long. And so, I don't know. While I like them, I don't love them enough to keep doing it probably very long. We'll see. I'm a very busy person, and for me, especially with my first meal that I have to cook myself. Timing is of the essence. I just really don't have a lot of time to mess with it, and I don't want to have to think about it, and I still have to think about it too hard with the chaffles, and I'm still trying to work out like the egg ratios, like how to get the eggs that I need into these buggers. Anyway, I'm still working on it. So far, I have done a regular chaffle with the maple syrup. I have done chaffle with, like a regular chaffle with turkey, or was it ham? Yeah, ham and bacon and tomato. And I have done a blueberry chaffle, which the first time I made it, I completely burned the blueberries. I had to figure out that you had to pour the egg over the top of the blueberries a little bit so that the eggs would like protect the blueberries and not cook them as long, so not as crispy. Anyway, the blueberry ones were just okay because I think I messed them up a little bit too much. I'm going to try it again. But then today I had a pizza chaffle that I really liked. So, I don't know, maybe I'm getting there to the point where I feel like it's something I could do often. Everybody else is going nuts and coming up with all these great ideas and recipes and things, and me, I just want to eat my 2 eggs and fried cheese. I am a creature of habit. I am a creature of habit. If you haven't been around here very long, you might not realize I pretty much eat the same things every single day. I eat like 2 eggs, 44 grams of center cut bacon, 1 cup of 0% Fage Greek yogurt, sweetened with lemonade Mio, or orange vanilla Mio, or mango peach Mio, whatever strikes my fancy for the day, plus 2 ounces of mozzarella cheese that I fry. I fry. So I have its order. I may fry my eggs first with some spray, and then I fry my cheese, then I do my bacon, and while my bacon's cooking, I make my yogurt. I have this really streamlined thing. Anyway, you don't need to know all that. But yeah, I have lost a lot of weight on keto. I started in January 1st, 2017 at 374 pounds. As of this morning, I guess we better just get to the weigh-in and let you know where I'm at now. So as you can see, I weighed in today at 184.1 pounds, which means technically that I've only lost 190 pounds. I have been saying that I've lost 198 because the lowest weight that I've seen on the scale was in March, and I saw 176. So me, I like to go by my lowest, especially if I know I'm making sure that I'm not putting on body fat. I know I'm not putting on body fat because I've been doing DEXA scans to prove it. And so I really, in my mind, I'm still at that 176, though I have not seen it since then. Closest I've gotten since then was in the beginning of June. I hit 177, but I have been just like messing around in the low 180s this whole July and August. So it's kind of been frustrating. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm frustrated. I'm wondering if maybe it's a stall. I didn't lose any inches again. That's 2 weeks with no inches lost, and about 4 weeks with just minimal inches lost. So it could be a measuring error, possibly. I don't know. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe I'm hitting a stall. I'm definitely motivated at this point to keep going into September because I just really am hoping that once the hot weather kind of cools off a little bit, that maybe this water weight will just kind of go. A lot of people keep telling me, give up your bars, give up your sweeteners, blah, 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 blah. I will tell you, I have tried it all. All. I have tried going dairy-free. I have tried going sucralose-free. I have tried letting go of all the sweeteners. I've tried putting away all of the bars. I've tried having 0 nuts. I still have been having 0 nuts because those ones do make me retain water, and so do pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are the worst. So I will say in advance, I've already tried it. It literally has nothing to do with my water weight. I don't know what has to do with it. I still have yet to find anything that affects it other than my womanly cycle. That's what I generally go by, and I just started my cycle 2 days ago, and usually that's when I'm having a whoosh. I usually have a water weight drop the week before my cycle and during my cycle, and then I have my weight gains right after my cycle and up to my mid-cycle. So, right now I'm sitting at a week that I should be going down, and I went up 2 pounds. 184 from 182 for last week. I was happy about the 182 last week because I had gone on vacation to Florida and not put on any water weight. Basically, I'd gone down even because I think I was 184 before I even went to Florida. But here I am back at 184 after a very intensive weekend. And of course, I should be expecting that. But since it feels just like it's been so long at the same weight, it's starting to wear on my nerves a little bit. Like, I mean, I'm not super worried about it, but I'm starting to wonder, should I change something for September? At this point, I feel like I've been doing the same thing and I'm getting nowhere, and I wonder if maybe I should make an effort to try and either lower my fats and raise my proteins or something like that. Now, I will tell you this, I'm definitely not going to lower my proteins, so don't even suggest that. The only thing I would consider doing is raising my proteins and lowering my fats, or lowering my fats and keep proteins the same. So I might try lowering my fats by 10 for a few days and see if that maybe jogs things. Like I said, this is my normal water weight gain week, so it's sort of hard to tell if it works or not unless I can do something for 4 whole weeks. I can't really tell if it's making a change, usually. So that's where I'm at. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I definitely need to be better with tracking. I have tracked, but loosely this summer, and maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe I'm eating more calories than I think I am. I don't know. But, you know, it's summer and so much going on. There's only so much you can do. Well, I can track when so much is going on, but sometimes I just don't want to make the mental choice to do so. So as we're coming into September, things are going back to our regular schedule and that kind of thing. So maybe it'll be a little bit easier for me. But I will tell you, it is going to be harder because I'm spending 4 or 5 hours a night at the dance studio, and it's really hard for me to not eat when I'm at the dance studio. Everyone kind of gets fast food, and you know, everyone goes down to Del Taco and gets burritos, and it's hard for me to see everybody eating stuff and snacking and not have that second meal. It's my favorite part about maintenance is that I let myself have a meal at the dance studio. I'm going to try really, really hard to keep it to 2 meals, but it is hard when I don't even get home from dance until like 9:30 almost every single night. And that makes it really complicated, especially if I have to cook when I get home, which sometimes Dave's been working, and so I'm still having to cook when I get home. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do my best, but you know what? I'm not like going to beat myself up if I'm not perfect, because nobody's perfect, and least of all me. And at this point in my journey, I'm just kind of like, take it or leave it with the weight loss. I really badly want to see that 174. You guys know I do, because I want to be able to say I've lost 200 pounds. Once I hit that goal, I probably will just not be motivated to do this anymore, because I'm just kind of over it. I love teaching you guys how to do it, and I love watching your success and all of that. But doing it myself at this point is just not necessary to me. I'm not like a weightlifter. I'm not going to ever really push myself to get super trim, like lose everything. The only thing that I might do in the future is maybe remove skin, but I'm still chicken about that. So I'm probably just going to be stuck with this stupid belly fat forever. I don't know. Seems like the more weight I lose, the longer I stay on, the skinnier I'm getting everywhere up here and in my arms, like in places that I just don't want to lose any more weight. I mean, it's not that I hate how I look. It's just I'm not used to it, and it's really, really uncomfortable to look in the mirror and feel like you aren't yourself. And so I like to take breaks and get used to the new me for a little while. I'm almost to that point, but I want to hold out just in hopes of seeing that 174. Really hoping I can hit it in September, and then I'll be doing just regular maintenance calories, 3 meals a day. Well, maybe. I haven't decided on that yet. But I will be doing maintenance calories in October, November, and December. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks I'm going at this, trying to get that scale to move. 4 more weeks, and if it doesn't move, then it doesn't move. I'm just going to let it go. So, 4 more weeks until I get that DEXA scan scheduled. It'll be the 5th week. So, like, be very beginning, it might be end of September, beginning of October, that I will be going in for that scan. So I know you guys are all anxious to see like what the results are. I'm hoping for some great results. I'm hoping the scan tells me I've put on a crap ton of muscle, and that's why I'm not losing the fat on the, or losing the weight on the scale, and that my body fat percentage has gone down. My ultimate goal for body fat percentage is 27%, which according to my DEXA scan place is considered fit for a woman my age. And that's what I really wanted to say on the thing. I'm already made it past the BMI, the obese BMI to overweight BMI, and I've already made it to acceptable on the Navy body fat calculator. According to the Navy body fat calculator, I'm at 31% body fat. According to my scale that I stand on, I'm 35% body fat. According to the DEXA scan I had in June, I was 32% body fat. So I'm curious to see which one of those is close and how close I am to my goal of 27%. I am hoping that I am 30% body fat. We'll see. 31 would be okay because it will at least be lower than where I started in June, but 30 would be awesome. So here's hoping for that. But I am exhausted. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit down on my energy, and I feel bad because this is a slideshow episode, and I did force myself to take pictures, even though honestly I didn't want to because I just feel blah, and I just feel like I haven't changed much. I haven't even compared them to see if I do or not at this point. I probably don't really look that much different, but you know what? I like taking them every 4 weeks and adding them in for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if you're still here, you get the special pleasure of being able to watch me shrink before your eyes from January 1st, 2017 at 374 pounds to today, September 1st, 2019 at 184 pounds. All right, you guys, enjoy the slideshow, and I'll talk to you all again soon.